Good morning. Welcome to Prop Firm Dream. Somehow I made it to 100 videos.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Happy Monday. I just got done walking my girls to the bus stop not too long ago. And I know I've been MIA for a little bit. I've missed the last couple videos. I was thinking I just had spring break about 2 weeks ago, and it was kind of hard to upload videos. And I realized I started this channel during the school year. And next month, school's going to end. So I might have to switch to a different format, maybe like a video once a week. That might be a little bit more sustainable for me because me and the fam like to enjoy our summers and go on adventures and such. So it'll be a bit tough to keep up with. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Prop Firm Dreams. I'm a mean reversion trader. I use the Bollinger Bands. I take one trade a day and then I set it and forget it. So though you didn't miss much, I'm actually on a bit of a losing streak, which does happen from time to time. And today I want to talk about what do you do when your edge isn't working? Now, what does that even mean? If you're tuning into this channel, you're probably trading a prop firm or have some aspirations to trade a prop firm. And often prop firm evaluations put you in situations where you have to sort of make a trade-off. You can go the YOLO route, or even if you don't YOLO, you could risk a little bit more to try to pass sooner because you're incentivized with the monthly recurring bill that you have to pay to try to get through faster. And you can do that by raising your position sizing. The trade-off is it really accentuates the boom bust cycle and it really increases your risk of ruin. If you're trying to get through in a day or two, you may only give yourself 1, 2, 3 trades to pass, and then you have to reset or buy another eval, which makes those Apex 90% off so attractive. But it does build poor habits long term, but that's for another day. So what does it mean when your edge isn't working? I've been through a couple of cycles and had many losing weeks, had many losing months, and I'm still largely using the same strategy. And that's because for the most part, I've seen it work through different environments. And so if you're losing one trade, does that mean your edge isn't working? Not necessarily. A lot of times this has to do with expectations. Maybe you had a good week or a good couple of weeks and things are going well for you. And so you start to subconsciously extrapolate that into the future. But, that's not reality. It's sort of a numbers game. You can't necessarily blame it on your edge or your execution or, a Trump tweet or the market environment. Oh, it's really choppy today. I know I'm guilty of doing that myself. But sometimes things just don't work out for you. And the last thing you want to do is size up and try to get it back. We know logically that if you have a system, no matter what the win rate is, it could be super high, like 70 or 75%. You are admitting right there that it's going to lose 25% of the time. As I was messaging with GMAC last week, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the 25%. I know this intrinsically. I have a low win rate strategy at this point. I think my average win rate for the year is 40%, which is below average for me, but it's still profitable, and I'm thankful for that. One of the reasons of my success is that I'm typically really good at position sizing and risk management, and so that keeps me in the game, and that is actually the answer to what do you do if your edge isn't working. If you have a large enough sample size and you see that you're just taking L's month after month, then yeah, your edge isn't working. But if you go back and replay those trades and do exactly as you said you would do, as you planned to do, and you were positive, well, I guess your edge is working just fine. The problem may not be your edge. The problem may be your position sizing. Maybe you're too large, and so that you can't withstand any sort of drawdown, even a couple trade losing streak. Or maybe the problem is with your expectations, which I think we all can be guilty of. Back to extrapolating good times into the future and bad times. Well, we'll just forget about those and reset. So the first thing you need to determine is your edge not truly working? You need to replay those trades, review those trades. Is it on you, or was it a market thing? And if it was a market thing, do your back tests say that, hey, this was a perfectly expected amount of losses in a row? And if it was, then it looks like everything's working out just fine for you. You just have to endure some discomfort in the short term. if it wasn't and something fundamentally has changed, it could be that maybe your edge was a little too fine-tuned for the environment and that you created it in. You know, buying the dip worked really great in 2021, 2024, when the market's kind of just chugging up every day. But when the market shifts, that strategy doesn't work as well. Maybe it's not so robust. You'd have to either get a different strategy or scale back altogether. So those are two things you got to ask yourself. Is it you or is it your system? If it's the system, you may have to change it. If it's you, the answer is probably to just size down. All right, let's get to the charts.
First things first, after that I crack a seal, then I go. Kids don't try that at home. I forgot how sober feel. Life ain't getting super real. Leave me alone, I'm in my zone. She do white like Home Alone. Maui smell like dope. Am I too high? Yes. Like you make me itch crawling in my skin. Maui smell like dope. Am I too high? Yes. Like you make me itch crawling in my skin. Don't know where I'm from. Don't know where I've been. I got connections like Verizon. I start a ride, it run up, don't try it. I got my 9. Are you ready to die, kid? I get so high that I'm flying. You know that I'm never lying. I'm in a whole nother world, trying to plot and plan. I'ma take over the world.
It's always nice to get a win after you've dropped a few in a row. And everyone's tolerance is a little bit differently. I know for me personally, I need to see a win rate of around 38% or higher to feel like my system is still working. You know, that turtle trading shit wouldn't work for me. But everyone's different. Some people need a higher win rate to kind of stick to the process. But that's where my threshold is, probably because that's my break even. Now, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I've been talking about Tradesyncer lately and the problems it's having. I only have a couple of accounts on Tradesyncer now because they've been having some problems last week, and I want to keep abreast of it. And lo and behold, I come back and one of my trades is still open. And so it did not close. Now, this was a favorable occurrence for me this time. But think about how pissed I would have been had I come back and I had suffered a huge loss. Wouldn't be happy about that at all. And as you can read here, we are currently experiencing issues with connection stability. Connections may drop unexpectedly, and it may not be possible to immediately reconnect. We advise against using Tradesyncer until the connection stability has been fully restored. So they're having some problems. One of the things I like about them is they're in the cloud, and I can attach multiple rhythmics, which is something that Replikanto cannot do. So there's some pros and cons to each one, depending on what you decide to use. But it's not like it was all good for Replikanto, or I guess specifically, to keep it 100, I'm using the Apex white label Replikanto. So it's not like it was all a gravy for that as well. In particular, you'll notice that one of my TickTick accounts only made 1,800, while the other ones made 2,400. Now, these all have the same copier multiples. These are all at 12s, including the 85. So this just plain didn't copy or copy correctly, didn't get all of its orders in. So no matter what you do, there's always some risk if you're going to be copying trades. But thank goodness, finally got this trading desk here to flatten. Hopefully you guys were mean and green as well today. If you enjoyed the video, support your man and drop a like, and I will catch you guys all tomorrow. Peace.